everyone for coming together on this very special day to celebrate Marsel and Sarah's wedding. My kids always ask me, Mommy, who's your favorite child? I always respond by saying, Joelle, you're my favorite youngest daughter. Brian, you're my favorite only son. And Sarah, you're my favorite oldest daughter. So Sarah, my favorite oldest daughter, I'm so grateful for the young lady that you have become. It was just yesterday that you were my baby girl, and now I see how you have flourished into a beautiful, caring, loving, well-respected, intelligent, and strong young lady.
I know.
It is you. It is you who taught me about motherhood. It is you who taught your brother and sister how siblings should bond and support one another through good times and not so good times. I am so grateful that God chose you to be my oldest daughter. Marsel.
You've said enough. That's it.
My favorite only son-in-law. Well, at least for now. As I stand here today, in the absence of Sarah's father, my beloved husband, to give our daughter away, I ask that you continue to treat her with the same amount of love and respect that you have shown her these past 2.5 years. Remember, no return or exchanges. I always Although I know deep down in my heart that Fatty in heaven chose you for Sarah. Why? Because your name, Marsel, which means messenger. Fatty chose you to carry the message of love, support, and compassion to our beloved daughter. As you both embark on this journey together, always remember that love requires a great deal of sacrifice, patience, and understanding. May you both prosper together, grow old together, and make each other happy. May God bless you both. Thank you.
So I am gonna cry in this speech, just letting you know. Anyways, hello everyone. My name is Joelle, Sarah's sister, maid of honor, and best friend. Me and Sarah have been through so much together, but let me tell you something. Never trust two siblings in a kitchen. Why do you ask? Well, why do you say that, you ask? Oh, let me tell you about the infamous churro incident. The moment the kitchen turned into smoke in seconds. As I was talking about the daily drama that happened at school, I turned around to see our beautiful churros that we worked so hard on turn into charcoal. Literally, wait.
You can do it.
Literally, as the person that Sarah is, she took a bite out of the black chocolatey dessert and said, it's not that bad. came Marsel, and I saw how happy he makes her. And how much he loves her and how he makes her laugh. And I saw how he makes her laugh as much as she deserves, and suddenly sharing her didn't feel so hard anymore. Because if anyone was going to take care of her heart, it would be him. Mom, Dad, and Ryan are all so proud of you and what you have become. They really did raise you well. Although Dad's not physically here, he is in our hearts. He would also be delighted to have Marcel as well. Although this night is very emotional, I'm still super happy. Happy that you found someone who will love you, support you, and for the love of God, do all the cooking.
My name is Sarah and Marsel's little brother, and this is Leanne, our eldest. Before we start, let's give another round of applause for Joelle and Abby. We just want a bit of time. We haven't really prepared. So for me personally, when Marcel asked me to do a speech, I was really excited. But over the last few weeks, I almost had a change of heart because he's beaten me about 15, 20 times in NBA 2K. And I didn't want to bring that anger here. But it's okay, I said that I'm just going to reserve that for when we go to Jiu-Jitsu together. So that's your official warning. Leanne's going to tell us a story of how we first met Marcel. Obviously, he came into our lives a little bit later.
First time we seen Marcel, we finished school together. On the way up home, we go to Mom's room, and then we see this child in my mom's bed. And we're like, what the hell? So our first reaction was to scream and not know what to do. And we didn't know why we screamed. Now we do. we still have the same reaction every time we see him. Just joking. I just want to thank my mum for raising the three of us. Without you, we wouldn't be standing here literally. Although, I think you gave up on the third child a little bit too early.
She got a bit tired.
Do you want to say it? Yeah.
I'm also going to talk about when, so we all moved to Lebanon. Me and Leanne were already in Australia, and then Marcel was planning to come over. He was about 17 years old, and I remember me and Leanne were sitting down and were saying, oh God, like this guy's coming here now, no mother, no father, just us. How are we going to control him? You know, he's going to turn 18, he's going to want to party, what are we going to do? Little did we know that the biggest problems we had to deal with was him sitting in his room playing computer games and playing fantasy card games with his nerd friends. So we kind of were like, geez, I wish this guy would actually go out and party and just be normal. But no, that's once again credit to my mum. She raised us the right way with the right morals. We loved your mum, and it showed. When Marcel came, you know, it was so easy for us, and he made it even easier because of the good person he is.
Lastly, we want to thank Abby and us family for accepting our little brother into your family. I can promise you that on behalf of us all, including my mother, that we will treat Sarah as our little sister and we'll look after her as much as we can for you.
And I'm just going to finish off with a few nice words for
single person in here has a special place in my heart and in Marcel's heart. And we are so glad that you are here to share this moment with us. I've never felt so loved and just so valued by in any moment of my life except for now and today. So I thank every one of you for being here, and
Okay, so I guess that means I get to wrap this up. First of all, thank you to Abby, Joel, my brothers, and my lovely bride Sarah for speeches. And I'd like to start by thanking a few people in this room and probably not in this room. I will start with my brothers who have helped me through, I want to say 70% of my life. Like my brother said, I went to Australia at 17, but they missed one detail. I did not have anything for me there. I had two anchors helping me through every step of the way. I don't know where I'd be if it wasn't for you guys, and I don't say that lightly. Me complimenting you two is one in a million, so
It's been recorded.
yeah, take it as it is. Another person I'd like to thank probably more than anyone in this room or in the world is my mum. She raised me on her own. She took on a pretty impossible task. I was a rough teenager, to say the least. Now that I look back at it, I'm sorry, Mum. I'm very sorry for some of the things that I've done, but hopefully I made it up by the beautiful woman that I brought into our lives. And then, of course, we have our honorable mentions with Abby, Ryan, Hisham, Basil, Teta Fadia, Joel, and many, many others. I don't want to mention too many names because then I'll run out of time. So I'm going to keep this short and sweet, if I'm being honest. She was meant to prepare a speech and then she couldn't. She told me last night that she couldn't, and I was like, okay. So I stayed up till about 3 a.m. trying to figure out something to write, and I couldn't come up with the right thing